نحمد ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي Assalamualaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we have different misunderstandings in our community which we have to remove, and removing this misunderstanding is very important. If you want to be a leader, then you don't want to be in delusion. You want to be looking at the world as it is. You don't want to be looking sugar-coated picture of the world. You want to be looking at the reality. Instead of accepting our mistakes, we tend to blame others for it. We say that the Christians are plotting against us, the Jews are plotting against us, the Hindus are plotting against us. But remember, nobody is plotting against you. It is you who are plotting against yourself. For example, the real essence of Salah is speaking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is spiritual. It is to concentrate. It is to pray with khushu. But who has made our salah from the conversation that we have to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to something that we debate about? How to perform ruku, where to tie your hands, how to keep your feet. Who has changed the essence of salah? It is not Christians who did it. It is not Jews who did it. It is ourselves. We changed it. Abul Kalam wrote in his book that when the Britishers were ruling India, how different Muslim sects were telling the Britishers to attack the other sect. Imagine Muslims are asking the Britishers to attack another group of Muslims, and each group of Muslims is saying the same. What do you think Muslims looked like in the Britishers' eye? They looked like stupid people who are fighting each other, and eventually, what happened? None of the groups survived. None of the groups were equal in power with the Britishers. Our strength is in our unity. When we divide, then we lose our power. Another example is zakah. We have a system of zakah where not only can we benefit the Muslims from it, but we can remove our community from the shackles of poverty. But unfortunately, so many Muslims do not give zakah. They don't know what zakah means. What are the rules? No non-Muslim is sitting and plotting against zakah. It is we ourselves who forgot the importance of zakah and who don't give zakah. Remember, nobody is plotting against us. It is we who are plotting against ourselves. There are so many charities collected in the madrasas, but nobody goes and checks where the money goes. We trust them, and we also have to see. Today our Hajj and our Umrah have just become like religious picnics. We go, we do some rituals, we do the Hajj, we do the Tawaf, and we do so many different things. And then, what's the main thing? Shopping. And then we come back. We lost the essence of Islam because of our own mistakes and not because of others. We lost the essence of Islam because we started focusing on different aspects that are not so important. The first misunderstanding we have to remove is that there is nobody plotting against us. It is we who are destroying ourselves, who are deluding ourselves. The second misunderstanding that we have to remove is in India we are being oppressed. India is our country. It was a Muslim country. We ruled over it for 1,000 years. We were the people who saved India. Here The Brahmins were the lords of the people, and the Dalits were the untouchables. The women were oppressed in this society, and it was us who saved India from this darkness. And the reason why we have Hindu-Muslim fights today is because of the Jihad of 1857. The Britishers wanted to take revenge of that jihad, and because of that, before they left India, they started making Hindus and Muslims fight. If we go and check the history, Muslims and Hindus lived in harmony with each other. They didn't have problems like we have today. Hindus used to serve in Muslim armies, and Muslims would also go and fight along with their Hindu brothers. There was peace and harmony. And the Britishers wanted revenge for the 1857 jihad, and for that reason they made Hindus and Muslims fight, and we are fighting until today. यूनानियों मिस्रो रोमा सब मिट गए जहाँ से, अब तक मगर है बाकी नाम व निशान हमारा। ए आब रवां गंगा वो दिन याद है तुझे, उतरा तेरे किनारे का रुआं हमारा। तौहीद की अमानत सीनों में है हमारे, आसान नहीं मिटाना नाम व निशान हमारा। तेगों के साए पल कर जवान हुए हैं, खंजर हिलाल का है कौमी निशान हमारा। बातिल से डरने वाले आसमां नहीं हैं हम, 100 बार कर चुका है तू इम्तिहान हमारा। Today our country needs us more than ever. Today some fascist hijackers are ruling our country. Their example is like when a police follows a thief, and and the police and the people shout thief, thief in order to catch the thief himself starts to shout thief in order to create confusion and to hide. Their example is like this thief. Their main aim is to have power and authority and wealth. It is not to torture Muslims. The Hindu-Muslim fights that these people are making are just a diversion and something to divert the public towards from the real-time issues like poverty. They don't want us to look at the real issues that we are facing, and they're keeping us busy in these fights. They don't want to look that they are the thieves who are stealing India of its wealth, who are stealing India's people of their dignity, wealth, their honor, and so many different things. They don't want us to look at these things. That is why they are diverting us with so many different fights across the country. Today, these fascists are looting everyone, and even Hindus are being affected. But they say that it is because of Muslims, just to divert us all. They are targeting us because they don't have any other attention grabber. In reality, they only want to get authority, money, and fame. Plotting against us is their political necessity. They don't have their religion to give in place of ours. In fact, most of the Hindus themselves, the religious people, they don't want to follow their religion. Look at this as a war between the powerful and the powerless. The powerful are trying to maintain their power by hook or crook. They don't care about the powerless. And the powerless are trying to gain power, and they are being oppressed and pushed down. This is what happens from the beginning of the world. It is the same thing that happened between the whites and blacks in different communities in the US, in the South Africa. It is the same thing that happened between the kings and their subjects and so many other people. Remember, Muslims are lacking knowledge. We don't have knowledge in our community. Knowledge has died in Muslim communities. We have to revive this. The non-Muslims have knowledge. they seek knowledge and they seek development. We, being Muslims, should be first in these things. Most of the things that we use today are developed by non Muslims. The electricities, the roads, the public transport systems, the fridges, and so many different technologies and gadgets, these are all developed by non Muslims. Where are the Muslims? Why are we sleeping? Don't think we are being trapped by Jews and Christians and Hindus and they are plotting against us. Get up and do your work. Fulfill your responsibility and see what happens. Today we want to have peace with Hindus in our communities, with other non-Muslims, but the problem is nobody wants to work on bringing peace. Nobody wants to make peace between people. Nobody wants to go and see what's the fight about. Seek guidance from the Quran and the Sunnah and the examples of the companions, the Sahaba, the Tabi'een and the Tabi'een. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove all of this misunderstandings from us and make us leaders for the world who lead them towards Jannah. آمين وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.